the clinico-social case taking in community medicine is different from a case given in purely clinical branch like surgery, medicine, gynae, pediatrics, etc. Because clinico-social case in community medicine has a much wider scope, of which history, physical examination, and medical diagnosis is just a part. The actual objective is to study the case in the light of the family in which the index case resides and the physical and biological environment where he stays. The objective of clinico-social case taking is to study the index case in the light of the family and physical and biological environment of the case where he stays. An attempt is made to go beyond the medical condition and to judge the factors which may have precipitated the disease or may be responsible for it reaching the present stage, or maybe something which has prevented it from becoming worse than what it is now. So, an attempt is made to make a comprehensive diagnosis, that is, to identify the support systems, possible difficulties in taking the treatment and other environment of the family, and hence suggest a comprehensive treatment suited to the given index case. So, therefore, in addition to the clinical history and examination of the index case, information should also be collected regarding important health issues of other family members, and obviously the environment of the case and the knowledge, attitude, practices related to the disease in question of the case and of the family members. And finally, considering the all physical, biological and social environment and constraints of the case and the family, a practical case management can be suggested. For collecting this information, several formats are used in various institutions. Now, as long as complete information is gathered, none of the formats can be considered to be superior to other. So, one such format is suggested in this lecture. So, in this format of clinico-social case, the information can be collected under the following broad headings: identification of the index case and family data, clinical history and examination of the index case, family health and housing environment, clinico-social diagnosis based on the above facts, effect of illness on the family, and finally the management suggested to the given case. So, number one, identification and family data. Identification data of the index case like general name, age, gender, religion, marital status, address, etc. Then the family details, type of family, composition of the family, that is total number of family members and whom they consider to be the head of the family, recorded. Then description of the family member indicating the index case position in the family, and the following table can be used for the entry, which includes the serial number, name of the family member, relation to the head of the family, date of birth, age, sex, education status of that family member, occupation and income. And finally, socio-economic data of the family, that is what is the total income of the family per month and per capita income per month, and if this per capita income per month falls above or below the poverty line. And finally, the socio-economic status of the family in the society should be calculated, and an appropriate scale should be used for that. Mention the name of the scale, mention the class, which class the family belongs to, socio-economic class, and which according to which scale. Following this, we can do the medical history and examination of the index case. The history is taking under following headings: the presenting complaint, history of presenting illness till date, including treatment taken till date, past history, family history, dietary history, if relevant then menstrual, obstetric and developmental history, immunization history and personal history. Examination is obviously general physical examination, systemic examination, and then finally make a medical provisional diagnosis and also assess the attitude of the patient towards his or her illness, that is whether he already knew he has an illness, what is his attitude, does he want to get cured, or is it okay, has a negative attitude towards the illness, or is too scared of a minor illness. Then comes the family health study. General information regarding the family, that is health problems in other family members, immunization status of other family members, and then sanitary inspection of the house where the index case lives in and the environment, which includes the type of house, overcrowding present or not. All the criteria will be taught in a separate lecture. Ventilation of the house, whether it is adequate or inadequate, whether the lighting, both natural and artificial, is adequate or inadequate, if there are any mosquito breeding areas present, or is there any actual mosquito breeding occurring or not. How does it look like? Here. Look for fly breeding areas where they are present or absent. For presence of cattle, if the family owns a cattle, how distant is their shed, presence of rodents in the house, etc. The explanation on each of these criteria for assessing these things will be presented in another lecture called Family Health Study. Sanitary assessment of the house and environment is a part of family health study. Observe the type of kitchen, whether it is separate or do they cook in the same room in which they study. What is the floor type, or how clean, how dirty, where do they store the cooked food, where they store the uncooked food, what fuel do they use for cooking, is a smoke outlet present in the kitchen, is the drainage open or closed type. What about the water supply? Is the water supply intermittent or continuous? Do they have their own source of drinking water or they share it with their neighbors? Source of water for other purposes. How do they store the drinking water? And if they store drinking water, how do they draw it out for drinking purposes? If they store water for drinking or any other purpose, kindly make it a point to uncover it and look for evidence of mosquito breeding. You can see mosquito larvae, and which move to the bottom is a response to any disturbance. Then refuse disposal. How is the garbage stored inside house before it is thrown out, and how is it disposed of, and the frequency of garbage disposal. Then the latrine. Do they have a own latrine or they share it with surrounding the neighbors, or is it a community type of latrine, and which type of latrine is what they are using. You ask questions regarding the cultural and social environment in family health study. In social environment, you look for any cause which can cause psychological stress in the family. You can ask the family, the informant, how does the family manage in the situations of crisis? Is the family generally accepted in the community? Then customs and health practices. Customs which affect the health, like system of marriage, usual age of marriage for boys, usual age for marriage for girls, average expenditure on marriage, dowry prevalent or not, clinical social case. It also tackles some social issues. Family health study continued. Then you ask questions regarding the health practices, like maternal and child health practices. During pregnancy, is any special diet advocated? What are the norms in the family regarding physical activity? Whether antenatal care is taken routinely for pregnant women or not. Now, your family that has been given to you may not have a pregnant lady. We are just asking the health practices. That is, in case the family has a pregnant lady, what are the practices, health practices that they would follow? Then lactation. During lactation, while the mother is breastfeeding the child, is there any special addition or deletion in the diet? Any change in the physical activity, or any other significant custom during lactation, like is isolation observed during prepurium? And if it is, then what is the usual period? And any other significant custom. Then ask some important questions regarding child rearing practices. Special practices like giving an oil bath and kajal application, because kajal application can be a source of infection in the eyes, while oil bath, if done properly, may be harmless. Usual time of commencement of breastfeeding, whether immediately after birth or after some time. Whether colostrum, that is the milk that comes for the first 2 or 3 days, given or not. if the child is fed any prelactal feed, if any top feed or artificial milk is also given to the child during breastfeeding. If yes, then how is it fed to the child and is there any dilution? Usual age at which weaning is started, that is semi-solid food is introduced in the child's diet, and what are the usual weaning foods that they use for weaning, and any other custom. The attitude of the family regarding childhood immunization. Again, the family given to you may not have a child, but these are practices that have been practiced in their family. Then health practice, specifically health practices. Which system of medicine is followed? Where do they avail the services during the time of illness, and their knowledge, attitude and practice regarding the common illnesses prevalent in the area where you have been given in the index case, and what recreational facilities they have. We know that population explosion is a challenge for our country. Hence, it is important that you assess the knowledge, attitude, and practice of the family members regarding contraception. So, you assess whether the index case or any other eligible couple, they have the knowledge that the births can be planned. If they know yes, if they say yes, then you can ask them, do you know about the methods that can be used? And if they know the methods, do they know where to get the services for contraception? Now, second, you ask the index case if it is relevant. Is the case using contraception? If yes, then which method? If no, while he or she wants to use it, then why not? In addition to this, identify all the eligible couples in the household and assess the contraception use among them also. In case they are not present at that time in the house and the informant does not have this knowledge, at least make it a point to, while presenting the case to the examiner, that you try to assess this information, but because of the given circumstances, you could not elicit the information. And now, depending upon the information that you have collected till now, make a clinical social diagnosis. Also include the effect of the illness of the index case on the family, or effect of illness of any family member on the index case. So first is, there are two parts of clinical social diagnosis. First part is medical diagnosis, that is the diagnosis that you make in the index case. For example, type 2 diabetes mellitus. Then second part is social diagnosis, which is a list of adverse factors that you found in the environment of the index case, because these may have affected directly or indirectly the precipitation of the disease, or may have a role in the appropriate management, may affect the decision what management has to be advised. An example of social diagnosis is given here. Low socioeconomic level with illiteracy, with no regular follow-ups and antenatal care, alcoholism in one member, having to bring up 4 children, still not using any contraception, overcrowding, children not fully immunized, not studying in age appropriate class, children have dropped out of school, there is poor ventilation in the house, use of non-iodized salt. So these are examples of social diagnosis. So you just enumerate all the anomalies that you found in the environment of the index case. Also mention the strengths regarding the index case. This is an analysis of the support system for the case. Whatever diagnosis you make, you can give some advice which is more practical in this case because of presence of some kind of support system. For example, there may be a nearby health facility holding weekly diabetes clinic. So you can advise that this is a strength in this case and I will advise him to go and attend that clinic. Or the strength may be patient's positive attitude towards this medical advice. Maybe he is very accepting and will definitely go for such a clinic. So the history taking and examination of a clinical social case may be considered adequate if, after analyzing the information, you can answer the following questions. And that is, what were the factors responsible for this stage of illness? And second, which levels of preventions have failed and how this illness could have been prevented. Now, depending upon the clinico-social diagnosis that you have made, you are now expected to suggest management of the case. So, the management is suggested at 3 levels: individual level, family level, and community level. Individual level, first is obviously the curative or medical management of the disease that was diagnosed in the index case or maybe in one of the family members. Then preventive, how to prevent the disease from further progression or developing any complications. Then the deficiencies that were observed in the environment, that was the social diagnosis, give practical advice for rectifying these. And if in case many times you will see that you cannot rectify it, it's not possible in the means that the family is living in, so you just simply you can tell the examiner that this needs to be rectified, but I can't think of any action that I can advise them. And promotive advice would include improving the general health, like improving nutrition, vocational advice so as to improve their income, health education regarding the other problems in the area, and information regarding the services available in the area where the family is residing, which the family can take benefit of. For example, presence of Anganwadis, some schemes for old people, other schemes for children, for pregnant women. You should know all the schemes and programs that are being run in that area which the family can take benefit of, and you are supposed to inform them regarding these services. Most of the time you will find that they are not using these services. Then what advice at family level? You can write down again the things that can be done for the family in general in the given circumstances. That is mostly the social diagnosis rectification. Then at community level, sometimes you may feel that something needs to be done at the community level to help this case, because this is a problem of not one particular family or the case, but at the community. For example, you are given a case of leprosy and you see that there is social stigma in that area, and the index case is under stress because of that. So you can advise organizing health education camps in that area to reduce the social stigma. So community level advice is the final advice.